All right, what we got here? Shovelhead number 2.
Depends on what order you want to start them at.
Oh, shovelhead number.
This is not Fred's.
Yeah, this is not Fred's shovelhead. This is mine.
Just a good one, right?
Yeah, this is a good one.
Not that crappy one that Fred's got. With a chrome acorn nuts on it.
Yeah, the goofy acorn nuts.
Yeah, we don't have goofy chrome acorn. We got chrome lock nuts.
Yeah, chrome lock nuts.
Big difference.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so what did I do while you weren't filming?
Well, we checked the rings, making sure that they all had the right clearances.
End gap.
And gap. End gap. What'd you say? End gap?
End gap.
Yeah, we checked on all to make sure that
gap between the ends.
Make sure that the gap was correct. Cleaned all the parts. Made sure that they're all nice and clean parts. So when they go in the motor, they're nice and clean.
Nice and shiny in there now?
Nice and shiny.
Okay.
And then lubed up.
You know, I didn't clean those correctly. I forgot to.
Thanks for sharing that with me.
Well, I just remembered. You're bothering me. I forgot. I didn't give them the correct cleaning with a CRC.
Oh, yeah, the CRC.
But I already lubed them.
Well,
You know what that means, don't you?
run them in the solvent tank.
That means we're going to have to go clean them again. But that's alright. We got other stuff to work on before we get that far. Okay, we got the piston rings in here. We got the pin clips on one side and they're oiled. So these are good to go. I'm not going to put a cylinder because we got to clean them. Somebody put oily crap all over them.
Yep.
Have to get rid of that red stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
From that bottle that you have sitting right
Is
there.
that what it was? Oh.
Right there.
You're not blaming that on me, are you?
Absolutely.
Oh, shit. Got caught doing another one.
Yep.
I squirted oil all over your cylinder by mistake. Okay, so what rings go here? Separator gap, ring gap, 180 over other ring gap.
Yep.
Turns freely when you're in. 2 rings. Which one's which?
Both the same.
No, they're not.
Oh wait, this one has.
This one's silver, this one's gray.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is moly, this is cast iron. Tit. See the tit? Tit goes up. You know why the tit goes up?
Because tit goes up.
Because that's how it's done. Because it's a reverse twist ring and it's got a back cut on it. Unless I went down too deep. Top ring. No tit. Square cut. Doesn't matter how it goes. Now we do not wrap the ring because if you wrap it, it bends it like that. Then it's just then it's a spring. It'll never seal. So you put the ring gaps in the groove. Push with your index fingers and spread with your thumbs. And see I'm in the compression groove, not the top groove. That's why I didn't want to go so easy. Try it again. Pops in. Make sure it spins freely. If it doesn't spin freely, you probably wrap the ring and you bent the damn thing because you're dumb shit. So what do you do? Don't be a dumb shit.
Yeah, don't be dumb shit.
Hard to do. Very hard. Okay, we're putting this crap away because we're not using it. Oh, also, these were those cheap-ass import spiral locks that are made backwards. Must be made in China. It's backwards. Box said Taiwan, but I think they import them from China.
And they sell them out to China.
Yeah, so they're painless. I hate them things. That's how all the new pistons are coming. So if you get these moly coated pistons, they got cheap-ass circlips made wrong. Okay, this is your evolution conversion. So it takes Evo lifters, shovelhead blocks, Evo cam.
Evo cam.
Evo. Now normally I clean all my parts up before I put them in. These are SMS lifters. These are made by Delphi because they're the cheap ass ones. Oh, these have which ones you get in here? They got limiters in these things? What the hell's up with that? With HDLV. Why would they give you those? Oh. That's kind of stupid. And with HVO, that means they have a limiter in here. You only got 50 thou travel. So you have to adjust it until you bottom out, and then you come up 3 flats or 2 flats, and you leave it. That's racing shit. Normally you go in and you touch, and you go down 18 flats 3 turns, because you got another 2 turns more to go. So you're in the middle of the float area. That's how these should be. I haven't got a clue why the hell they're giving you limited lifters. That is not what we want to run. So we're going to go check some numbers here in a minute. Because I know you don't want limited lifters in your motor, because they're going to be a pain in the ass to use. Now, in case you don't know what a limiter is, that piece right there. See it?
Yep.
So, if that's in there, we have to take these apart and pull that piece of crap out of there.
Alright.
Because you're not doing a high performance race motor, you're doing a street motor that goes fast. What's the difference?
Street motor that goes fast?
Yeah.
Oh, street motor
A
that
high
goes fast.
performance racing motor.
Oh, I don't know.
So one has limiters in it. One
Oh yeah, one has the limiters. I missed that one.
It has to do with valve spring tension and RPM. You spin the motor up and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read all this up, see what's going on. If these are actually limited ones, we're gonna take these apart.
All right.
So we'll be back. Okay, we're now cleaning the cylinders the correct way. So much gray is in there. Dirt.
I'll see right now.
Clean rag. Right there. Take it, clean it again. We got that special cleaning solution there.
CRC. I wonder if CRC is going to give you a sponsorship.
They should. That shit's expensive. And now we're going to use a cleaner rag. One without the holes in it though.
The holy rag.
It's holy. Flip it over for a surface. So what's the difference?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
There is actually a difference?
Yeah, one's cleaner than the other.
Oh, yeah. You're just saying that because you saw me do it.
Yeah.
If you see brown cleaner, you know it's dirty.
How's he gonna want to mount that? His tail light, license plate, right?
Drill a hole through the bracket. Goes underneath the axle. We'll have to mark it and stick it in there. I'll have to help you hold that down or strap it in the middle or something and keep it from rotating.
See about some of my crane shit.
Stealing it.
Borrowing it. I traded you some SNS
Junk lifters.
lifters for some good crane ones, which it's funny because I feel like they came from the same warehouse.
They did come- I can vouch for that part.
And they look identical.
See, I bought them from Crane.
Yeah,
From
and-
SNS, yeah.
Yeah, you bought all these crane stuff from SNS, and then you look you look at the lifters and you look at them. They look identical to each other.
Is this the cam you got?
Oh no, what we're talking
So
about.
here's the SNS lifter. Now the first thing you do is you look through the instruction sheet. It talks all about the new fancy lifters they got, and they give you all the numbers for everything. And of course, they don't match that.
Yeah.
So that doesn't do shit for you. So then you're going to read all of this crap here about how to adjust your valves and all this stuff, and none of this means anything because that's not the one you got. So right here's what tells you how to adjust the valve. That's it. But you know, we got the limited there, unlimited here. That's the difference. So those are pretty much worthless. So instead of using limited that you use for racing applications, just like you said in the paperwork over there, we went ahead and found some obsolete crane product that somebody had laying around here for a while. I don't know how that happened. So here's a crane lifter. You notice it's marked crane. This is the S&S lifter, which kind of mysterious, looks like the same part. But if you look really, really, really closely, it says S&S.
Yeah.
But other than that,
They look identical.
they look pretty close. Well, they're actually slightly different. That dimple's different than this dimple.
Yeah.
So there we go. So instead of taking this all apart and taking out that clip right here, or a spacer, we're just going to swap the lifter out. I'll use this on a high performance motor with big ass springs and big ass cam. Something like I would drive on the street. And we'll just put these crappy ass crane lifters, these high performance crane lifters.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, you feel better?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So we'll put these in there. We don't have to do all the extra work. So there you go. The disadvantage is these aren't pre-oiled like the other ones were. So now we got to actually oil them.
Oh gosh.
Now I'm not using that limpy ass 20 weight oil they're using either. I'm using real oil. It's actually called lube, not oil.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like halfway between oil and grease.
Mm.
All right, so you put a little bit of that on there. You notice I've already pre-lubed the block. There you go. Fancy. Fancy spancy. Okay, so we're going to do that how many times?
4.
4.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I already pre-gasketed, lubed the gaskets.
I put some goop on it.
Yes. Run those in a couple times to make sure that the lube is in there where you want it. So
See
gaskets.
you guys tomorrow.
All right, see you later, Gino.
See ya.
Okay, the gasket's gooped, the block was gooped, and the case is gooped. Now it's just a matter of putting this in the correct spot. Which one is this one?
Rear.
How do you know?
Because it says SHR on the bottom.
Oh, you're cheating. You're reading it. If you look at the oil holes,
Uh-huh.
that's how they match.
Ah.
If you don't waste much time putting those in there, you just kind of get them in there real quick. Now you also see we got a problem with your nuts in the way.
Yeah, that's always a problem when the nut's in the way.
So we might have to do a little work on that. Remember how Fred we had to jiggle it to get it in there?
Oh yeah.
This one looks like it might be more than just a jiggle. Might have to file a little bit. I guess we should have pre-checked the clearances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything else has fit so good so far.
Yeah.
You think we would already knew that, right?
Yeah. Yes. That definitely. It seems like everything on this motor has been going in. Let's just say quite easily.
No problem at all. Some of that might even be true. I'm sure something went together easily. What was it? Crank.
The crank. Yeah. Well, that was together.
That was the Harley part.
Yeah. That was all the Harley. Yeah. So far, the only thing that's OEM on this is the cases and the crank.
You want to make sure the lifters fit in here and don't drag. Kind of important. Okay, where's the hole on that one? See, that hole's over there, so make sure you put it in correctly. Ooh, that one fits. That's a good start. I got a job for you. Get the screws in.
All right. I do. Looks like we do need a little file in here.
We'll have to work on it a little bit. Not sure what it's going to take yet, but
We'll see.
let's put the screws in where we're going to go in this one.
All right, let's do this one.
I have a fancy tool here that works good too.
Look, my hands.
Called a socket. You might know how to use one of those maybe.
Ah, yeah, actually, I have.
Way too fancy.
It's nice, man.
You have to have sunglasses on when you go out.
That's right. For all the babes, you know. The thing is, you build this motor to be all like super nice and all. The only thing it's gonna attract is more men. They're gonna come over and talk to you about it. No girl's gonna care about this thing.
It's your wife's bike.
Oh yeah, well it is my wife's bike, so I guess I guess it's bad.
It'd be a plus for her.
It'd be a plus for her. She'll be going to the gas station. Every dude's gonna go like, "Hey, nice bike. You know how to ride that thing?" Like, oh yeah, she'll do a burnout on the way out. Probably not.
Why not? Okay, so what do you got here? What are we hitting on? It appears that you are hitting on the washer that we put on there to protect the case. And also the nut appears to be interfering also. So I'm thinking that we need to maybe knock that edge down a little bit.
Yeah.
It would probably require something that looks like one of these. Now, of course, that might put some material where we don't want it. So you put your fingers over to keep the chips out. So we're going to start with just using a semi-fine file. We're just going to radius across the edge here a little bit. Oops. I put a scrape right down the side. Damn.
Oh wow, someone's gonna see that.
That's right. Trying to get that nut washer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so make sure there's no chips on the gasket surface. So most of the chips stayed away from the matter, and I kept all that nice and dry by having my hand over it. Very important. Alright, now where are we at? Appears that all the same stuff is still in the way. So you can see how it's hitting here on the nut, right here, and then it's hitting on the washer right in the corner. So right in the middle it's not hitting on anything. Like I said, Fred was able to jam his up underneath here. There we go. And I can get the screws in, look at that.
Oh yeah.
So if you get the light in there and blow it up, you can see how close that is up in there. You blow that up by blowing on it. There you go. It's like right there. So let's see if we can make it work by putting screws in there, and I can center the block up. I don't know why they didn't do that from the factory.
It was an oversight in design.
It's not like they're not going to know it's a problem. They could have easily put a nice 45-degree chamfer right along that whole edge.
We should shoot him an email in the morning. You know what I mean? Just let him know.
Yeah. Okay. See the. Okay, you see how you jiggle a little bit right there?
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of put it in the middle and then tighten it. Or you can get that fancy crane tool that we have, a bunch of that I never use, and you can do it with one of those.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen that fancy crane tool? Yeah, too bad.
All right.
Because I don't use it. It's probably one in either that drawer or this drawer, I bet, though.
Oh yeah.
sure I probably have one. Is that the right torque?
Looks like it.
It appears to have no springiness to it at all. It's just tight. Alright. Minor setback. For how we're going, that's a quickie setback.
Yeah.
Now you want to make sure the motor still turns over. Now I put oil in there, now I got oil on my finger. It's stuck in that hole right there. Okay, we want to make sure this turns over and doesn't go clunk against anything. Appears to be working correctly. You also have the lifters are going up and down and not stuck. That's always an important thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you torque these down, they twist the blocks and they actually locks the lifters up.
Oh wow.
That's when you have issues with your cases. Or if the radius is underneath the blocks, stick in the case real hard on the top with a sharp edge. Sometimes that'll do it. There's all kinds of little crap you run across over the years. But basically, if the lifters are going up and down freely, you're golden. See how they're all dropping back down like they're supposed to? So, see they're dropping right now. Boop. So you go overlap, overlap stroke, compression stroke, and see they drop down. Front one, same thing. Overlap, drop.
Wow.
That's what you want to see. Okay. That part's done.